Super Smash Bros. Switch remains a mystery. Like, how will it play? How many new characters will join alongside the Inklings in Breath of the Wild Link? How many stages can we expect, and most importantly, when will the game be released? In this video, we will look closer at one of these questions, namely the release window. But before we jump over to the intro, here is a brief message from today's sponsor, who are helping covering our financial losses following the Kirby timeline, which is Smash Amino, which as part of the Amino app is a community and platform fueled by fans for fans, sharing their love and passion for subjects such as movies, TV shows, food, anime, or gaming. The aim is simple. As a community app, connect people with mutual interests, and the Nintendo community is well represented through Switch Amino, Mario Amino, Zelda Amino, Pokemon Amiibo, Fire Emblem Amino, and obviously Smash Amino, which by the way is one of the most active communities on the platform with tons of excellent content, as Smash Amino never sleeps and is constantly filled with dedicated members eager to share their thoughts and opinions, images, GIFs, quizzes, polls, you name it. And obviously, debate and intellectually brawl over small to large disputes, like what characters should make it into the final roster or when Smash Switch will launch this year. Join the discussion and fun with us today in Smash Amino, available through the Amino app found in the App Store and Google Play. Will Super Smash Bros. For Nintendo Switch launch in September before Pokemon Switch or not? That is the question. Since the announcement that the paid online service for the Nintendo Switch would be launching in September, we've been thinking that the Big N would need to release a big new multiplayer title to take advantage of the new service and bring up the sales. Obviously, there are a number of online experiences on the Switch such as Mario Kart 8, ARMS, and the largest juggernaut of them all, Splatoon 2. These audiences are for sure willing to pay $19.99 US for an annual subscription to keep their online standing, and in the case of Splatoon, their S and soon to be X ranks. Still, for the launch in September, Nintendo needs something brand new, with a much deeper and more stellar online experience than what was ever offered on the Wii U or the Switch's first year and a half on the market. For one, it must be a game that can demonstrate and be a system seller on its online premise alone. In other words, on the level of Metroid Prime 4 if it has multiplayer, Pokemon, or Super Smash Bros. Switch. Up to the March Nintendo Direct, we were certain that the game to deliver on this promise would be Pokemon Switch. Now that the dust has been cleared off of Smash, it will undoubtedly be the game that helps sell Nintendo Switch Online subscriptions this fall and holiday season. Does this mean that the game is set for a September launch? Let's be honest. After that shocking reveal earlier this month, it's hard to predict Nintendo's next moves. Like, they could announce that they've partnered with Valve to bring Half-Life 3 to the Switch as a console exclusive and that it was literally on the eShop yesterday. But in all seriousness, Smash Bros. Could be a late summer-fall release since it is promised to launch this year. So a September release alongside the launch of the paid Switch Online subscription service isn't out of the question. With that being said, we believe it will be better for Smash to make a late October or November release and fill the empty Odyssey slot from last year to bring it closer to the holiday sales. What would that mean for Nintendo Switch Online? Would it have to be delayed for the fourth time to line up with Smash's release? Or would it have to release without a killer app? I mean, there's also Morphe's Law. Anyone know when that game's coming out? No? Okay. Fortnite? Let's not open that can of worms today. We made a video last week discussing the likelihood of Super Smash Bros. Switch pushing the release date of Pokemon to 2019. It would make sense, because why would you release two of Nintendo's biggest moneymakers so close to each other? However, if you release them just far apart enough, you could potentially dominate the holiday season, with Super Smash Bros. In September for the launch of the true Switch Online, and Pokemon in November for that insane Black Friday and Pokemon Go crowd. However, there is absolutely no proof that Nintendo has such a release schedule in mind. but it wouldn't surprise us if they destroy E3 with such an announcement. See, in 2014, the release of Super Smash Bros. For Nintendo 3DS in, September, coincided with the release of Pokemon Omega Ruby and Alpha Sapphire in November, and on the same day as Super Smash Bros. For Wii U. The Wii U release doesn't matter as much as the 3DS one, because that's the one that sold the best out of the two, surprising nobody. Granted, Omega Ruby and Alpha Sapphire were kind of sequels, kind of remakes, so the risk wasn't as high. But this makes our theory about a release of Smash and Pokemon in the same year all the more plausible. Seeing the Smash Invitational tournament during E3 this summer, it wouldn't come as a surprise that the release of Super Smash Bros. Switch is much closer than we think. So much so that the full game might be ready by E3 and confirmed at the same event to launch worldwide this September. Another detail that needs to be addressed is that Super Smash Bros. Switch is coming only to the Nintendo Switch. Yes, we saw that comment or joke in the section under our previous video. Go check it out. But we highly doubt that series creator Masahiro Sakurai would put his life on the line again to work on essentially two titles simultaneously. It is this reasoning that Sakurai is working on one title that makes us believe that this is a brand new installment in the soon to turn 20 years old series, and will come out by the end of this year, with a brand new cast of newcomer characters and stages that will both surprise and improve the franchise. Still, one of the greatest complaints targeted towards Super Smash Bros. Brawl and even Smash Bros. Wii U was the online feature. Don't take us as wrong on this one. Smash Bros. 4 made bounds and leaps to improve the laggy and unstable experience in Brawl, but it still lacked features, proper lobbies, and most importantly, dedicated servers. And this might just be the reason why Super Smash Bros. And not Pokemon will be the launch title for the proper Switch Online service. A game that can clearly demonstrate that Nintendo, as a company, have finally understood and made the necessary move to deliver a service that, at least on the surface, can deliver a quality experience that holds some of the same features found in Xbox Live and PlayStation Network. When we think about it more, then yes, Super Smash Bros. Switch might be both a seller, but also a test subject for the paid service to quickly identify eventual flaws and then deal with them. Let us not forget that this is a first for Nintendo. To this point, we couldn't expect or demand anything from the Kyoto-based company when it came to their online service, neither in Mario Kart, Splatoon, nor Smash. The reason for this is simple. The service, if you can call it that on the Wii and Wii U, was completely free for the consumer, but obviously not for Nintendo, and Smash 5 might be their way of saying that it is time to move on and become a more serious player when it comes to a more dedicated and user-financed online service. One thing is telling, that after the Splatoon 2 voice chat app fiasco, they have a point to prove. No doubt, $19.99 annually, a little more in some other countries, for access to online, special deals in the eShop, and complimentary retro titles each month is a fair price to ask. But without a functioning and improved service, people, and in particular fans, are still bound to complain, as they don't see any difference from when the service was free for everyone to enjoy. As a result, Smash is crucial for the launch of the paid Switch Online service, as it needs to demonstrate once and for all that Nintendo means business when it comes to their online and online competitive experiences. Both Pokemon and Super Smash Bros. Fit that bill, and as such, 2018 might deliver both of these games just to bring as many early adopters as possible for a service that will for certain become an important revenue stream forward for Nintendo. You see, last year was the year for grand new Nintendo single-player experiences, such as The Legend of Zelda Breath of the Wild, Super Mario Odyssey, and Xenoblade Chronicles 2. Yes, there were also Mario Kart 8 Deluxe, ARMS, Splatoon 2, and Pokken, but these were simply overshadowed by Nintendo's greatest giants. Not necessarily by sales numbers, but by ambition and coverage. 2018 on the other side is different for the Switch, as everything is building up to the launch of Nintendo's paid online service in September. And the two big games everyone are waiting for, Super Smash Bros. And the untitled Pokemon RPG. Both massive experiences that are bound to set new sales records for the Switch, and no doubt bring the Switch beyond the 30 million sold units mark by the end of this year. But what about Fire Emblem and Yoshi? To put it frankly, they are just peanuts in comparison to these two giants, and as much as it hurts to say it, the same is the case for Bayonetta 3 and even Metroid Prime 4. So if Nintendo once again aims to shatter expectations and dominate also its second year, they will certainly do that by first launching their brand new paid online service with a brand new Super Smash Bros. Title, and then follow up with a brand new Pokemon RPG title over the span of 2 months this fall, securing the holiday sales and making sure that the 3DS is retired in 2019 by a console that rapidly is about to overtake it. It might sound crazy, and at first we thought this as well, but after dwelling over this theory the past weekend and most of this week, we believe that it isn't only possible, but in Nintendo's interest to launch both Super Smash Bros. And Pokemon this year for the Nintendo Switch, following a little slow first half of the year on the first-party front. Mark our words. The second half of 2018 will be filled with so many first-party and third-party games that we have never seen on this system, and it will all begin with Smash in what we believe will be September this year. But what do you think? Will Super Smash Bros. Launch in September this year? For this question, we invite you to take our new poll at Smash Amino, as based on the comments, it is difficult to get a clear answer of what the broader Smash community believes. Even so, we also have a question for the comments section, where we want to read your opinion of whether or not you believe that we will see both Super Smash Bros. And Pokemon this year because of the Nintendo Switch. Write your thoughts in the comments section below, and make sure to like this video and theory to spread it to more people. As you might have guessed, we have more Switch-related opinion videos coming soon. So if you haven't already, subscribe and click that notification bell to not miss any of those well-researched, well-scripted, and precisely edited videos. We'd also like to thank our Patreon supporters, including royal producer Kenyatta Ali. If you'd like to know how you can contribute to the channel in exchange for some awesome perks, be sure to visit patreon.com/commonrealm. In the meantime, girls and guys, we will see you all in the next one.